The unexpected visitor. The vast expanse of space stretched endlessly before Elena Rees as she gazed out the reinforced viewport of Outpost Sigma 9. The remote space station orbited a gas giant in a system far from the bustle of Earth's central colonies. Elena had chosen this assignment for its solitude, allowing her to focus on her true passion, pushing the boundaries of human engineering in the harshest environments imaginable. As the station's chief engineer, Elena spent her days maintaining the complex systems that kept the small crew alive and the vital research projects running smoothly. The rest of her time was dedicated to her personal projects, experimenting with new designs and materials that could revolutionize space travel and colonization. On this particular day, Elena was elbow-deep in the guts of a malfunctioning atmospheric recycler when the station's proximity alarm blared to life. She quickly extracted herself from the tangle of wires and pipes, her heart racing as she rushed to the control room. "What's going on?" Elena demanded as she burst through the door. The station's commander, Marcus Chen, was hunched over a console, his face illuminated by the pulsing red warning lights. "Unidentified vessel approaching fast," Marcus replied, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. "It's not matching any known configurations in our database." Elena leaned in, studying the readouts. The ship's trajectory was erratic, its energy emissions fluctuating wildly. "Looks like they're in trouble," she muttered. "Have you tried hailing them?" Marcus nodded grimly. No response, and they're not slowing down. As they watched, the mysterious ship careened towards the station, its hull glowing red-hot from the friction of the gas giant's upper atmosphere. At the last moment, it veered away, narrowly avoiding a collision. The vessel shuddered violently, venting plasma and debris as it limped into an unstable orbit around the station. "We need to help them," Elena said, already moving towards the airlock. "They won't last long in that condition." Marcus grabbed her arm. "Wait, we don't know who or what they are. This could be a trap." Elena shook off his grip. "And if it's not? We can't just let them die out there. I'm going." Reluctantly, Marcus nodded. "Fine, but you're taking a security team with you. And at the first sign of trouble, you get out of there. Understood?" Elena agreed, quickly donning her EVA suit and gathering her tools. As she stepped into the airlock with two armed security officers, she couldn't shake the feeling that this encounter would change everything. The short journey to the alien vessel was tense, filled with the sound of heavy breathing and the soft hum of their maneuvering thrusters. As they drew closer, Elena marveled at the ship's design. Its sleek, organic curves were unlike anything in human engineering, seeming to flow and shift even as she watched. "It's beautiful," she whispered, earning a grunt of acknowledgement from one of the security officers. They approached what appeared to be an airlock, its surface rippling like liquid metal. Elena reached out, her gloved hand hovering inches from the hull. Suddenly, the surface parted, revealing a dimly lit interior. "Well, that's an invitation if I ever saw one," Elena quipped, trying to hide her nervousness. She glanced at her companions. "Stay alert, but let's not go in guns blazing, all right?" The security officers nodded, their weapons lowered but ready. Elena took a deep breath and pushed off, floating into the alien ship. The interior was a marvel of biomechanical engineering. Organic-looking conduits pulsed with energy, while crystalline structures hummed with an unknown purpose. The air was breathable, tinged with an odd, almost floral scent. As they moved deeper into the ship, Elena's engineer's mind raced with possibilities. The technology here was centuries, perhaps millennia beyond human capabilities. If they could understand even a fraction of it. A low moan echoed through the corridors, snapping Elena back to the present. They rounded a corner and found themselves in what appeared to be the bridge. And there, slumped over a pulsating control panel, was the ship's pilot. The alien was vaguely humanoid, with iridescent skin that shifted colors like oil on water. Its large, multifaceted eyes blinked weakly as it regarded the humans. A viscous silver fluid oozed from a gash in its side. Elena approached slowly, her hands raised in what she hoped was a universal gesture of peace. "We're here to help," she said softly. "Can you understand me?" The alien's eyes focused on her, and suddenly, Elena felt a presence in her mind. Images and emotions flooded her consciousness: gratitude, relief, and an overwhelming sense of urgency. "Whoa," Elena gasped, staggering slightly. The security officers tensed, but she waved them off. "It's okay. I think it's trying to communicate." More images flashed through her mind: a distant world burning, a desperate flight through the stars, and a relentless pursuer that struck fear into the alien's very being. "You're running from something," Elena said, her voice filled with sympathy. The alien's eyes blinked in confirmation. Elena turned to her companions. "We need to get it back to the station. It's injured, and I think whatever it's fleeing from might not be far behind." The security officers exchanged uneasy glances but moved to help. As they carefully lifted the alien, Elena's gaze was drawn to the ship's control panel. Symbols and diagrams danced across its surface, tantalizing her with glimpses of advanced technology. Making a split-second decision, Elena pulled out a data drive and connected it to the alien console. Information flooded the device, filling it to capacity in seconds. She quickly disconnected it and tucked it away, telling herself she'd study it later to better understand their new guest. As they maneuvered the alien back to Outpost Sigma 9, Elena couldn't shake the feeling that this was only the beginning. They were about to be thrust into something much bigger than their quiet corner of space, and humanity would need every ounce of ingenuity and courage to face what was coming. The airlock cycled, and as they stepped back onto the station with their alien visitor, Elena knew that nothing would ever be the same again. The boundaries of human knowledge were about to be pushed further than she had ever dreamed possible, and she was determined to rise to the challenge. Little did Elena know that her decision to help this mysterious alien would set in motion a chain of events that would test the limits of human resilience, ingenuity, and compassion. The universe was about to discover just what humanity was capable of when pushed to its limits, and Elena Rees would be at the forefront of a cosmic adventure beyond imagination. As the alien was rushed to the station's medical bay, Elena clutched the data drive in her pocket, her mind racing with possibilities. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she was ready to face them head-on, armed with human determination and an insatiable curiosity about the mysteries of the universe. The stage was set for an epic tale of cooperation, discovery, and the indomitable spirit of humanity in the face of the unknown. And as Elena watched the alien ship shimmer in the light of the gas giant outside, she couldn't help but smile. This was what she had always dreamed of, a chance to push the boundaries of human knowledge and prove that even in the vastness of space, humanity could make a difference. With a deep breath, Elena straightened her shoulders and headed to the medical bay. It was time to learn more about their unexpected visitor and prepare for whatever cosmic storm was brewing on the horizon. The future of humanity might just depend on what they discovered in the coming days, and Elena was determined to meet that future head-on, with all the skill, courage, and ingenuity that humanity had to offer. Unraveling alien technology. The humming of advanced medical equipment filled the air as Elena stood at the edge of the quarantine zone, watching the station's chief medical officer, Dr. Amelia Santos, tend to their alien visitor. The iridescent being lay motionless on the biobed, its multifaceted eyes closed, its chest rising and falling in an irregular rhythm. "How's our guest doing, Doc?" Elena asked, her voice tinged with a mixture of concern and barely contained excitement. Dr. Santos looked up, her brow furrowed. "Stable for now. But its physiology is like nothing I've ever seen. I'm basically guessing at treatments." Elena nodded, her mind racing. "I might have something that could help." She pulled out the data drive she'd taken from the alien ship. "I managed to download some information from their systems. Maybe there's medical data in here that could be useful." Dr. Santos' eyes widened. "That's incredibly risky, Elena. We have no idea what kind of data that is. It could be full of viruses or worse." "I know," Elena replied, a mischievous glint in her eye. That's why I'm not planning on connecting it to our main systems. I've got something special in mind. With that, Elena hurried to her personal lab, a cluttered space filled with half-finished projects and experimental tech. In the corner stood her pride and joy, a quantum computer of her own design, isolated from the station's main systems. "All right, let's see what secrets you're hiding," Elena muttered as she connected the drive to her computer. The screen came to life, flooding with alien symbols and diagrams that shifted and moved like living things. For hours, Elena worked tirelessly, her fingers flying across the holographic interface as she attempted to decipher the alien data. She barely noticed as the station's day cycle turned to night, her focus entirely on the mysteries unfolding before her. As dawn broke, Elena sat back, her eyes wide with wonder. "Holy quantum entanglement," she whispered. "This changes everything." The alien data contained information on technologies beyond humanity's wildest dreams. Faster-than-light travel, energy generation that defied the laws of thermodynamics, and materials with properties that seemed to bend reality itself. But it was the medical information that drew her immediate attention. Elena quickly compiled the relevant data and rushed back to the medical bay. "Dr. Santos," she called out, breathless. "I think I found something that can help our visitor." The doctor looked up, exhaustion evident on her face. "What have you got?" Elena handed over a tablet. "It's their equivalent of a medical database. I've done my best to translate it, but the important part is here." She pointed to a diagram of the alien's circulatory system. "They have a tri-chambered heart and a unique blood composition. This shows how to synthesize their version of plasma." Dr. Santos' eyes lit up as she scanned the information. This is incredible, Elena. With this, I might actually be able to stabilize them properly." As the doctor set to work, Elena turned her attention to the alien. Its eyes had opened, regarding her with an intensity that sent a shiver down her spine. "Hey there," Elena said softly, approaching the bed. "How are you feeling?" The alien's mind touched hers, and Elena gasped at the flood of images and emotions. Gratitude mixed with an overwhelming sense of urgency. "You're welcome," Elena replied, interpreting the alien's thoughts. "But what's got you so worried?" More images flashed through her mind. A massive fleet of biomechanical ships, a wave of destruction sweeping across the galaxy, and at the center of it all, a being of unimaginable power and malevolence. Elena stumbled back, her heart racing. "Oh boy," she muttered. "We're in bigger trouble than I thought." Over the next few days, as the alien recovered, Elena worked feverishly to understand and adapt the advanced technology from the data drive. She barely slept, fueled by a mixture of caffeine and the thrill of discovery. Commander Chen grew increasingly concerned about the potential threat looming on the horizon. "We need to contact Earth," he insisted during a tense meeting. "We're not equipped to handle a potential invasion." Elena shook her head. "By the time a message reaches Earth and they send help, it'll be too late. We're on our own out here, and we need to be ready." The alien, who had introduced itself as Zaaxu, joined their discussions as soon as it was able. Through a mixture of telepathy and hastily constructed translation software, it shared the full extent of the danger they faced. The pursuer was known as the Void Hive, a collective consciousness bent on absorbing all sentient life in the galaxy. Zaaxu's people had fought them for centuries, barely keeping them at bay with their advanced technology. But now, Zaaxu communicated, a sense of despair coloring its thoughts. "They have adapted. They seek to assimilate our technology, to become unstoppable." Elena's mind raced with possibilities. Then we need to give them something they've never encountered before, something uniquely human. She turned to her team, her eyes blazing with determination. "We're going to take every scrap of tech we have, combine it with what we've learned from Zaaxu, and create something the Void Hive could never anticipate." The next weeks were a flurry of activity. Elena and her team worked around the clock, pushing the boundaries of human engineering and merging it with alien concepts in ways that defied conventional physics. They transformed the station's defensive systems, creating shields that phased in and out of reality. Weapons were modified to fire miniature singularities, capable of tearing apart void-hive ships at the quantum level. But Elena's masterpiece was the Nexus Core, a device that combined human AI with alien biotechnology. It could predict and counter the void-hive's adaptive strategies, giving them a fighting chance against a seemingly unstoppable foe. As they worked, Elena and Zark-Su grew closer. The aliens' vast knowledge and Elena's creative problem-solving proved to be a formidable combination. They spent long hours together, communicating in a mixture of words, images, and pure thought. One night, as they stood before the pulsing heart of the Nexus Core, Zark-Su turned to Elena, its multifaceted eyes shimmering with an emotion she couldn't quite name. "Your species," it communicated, "is unlike any we have encountered. Where others would flee, you stand and fight. Where others see impossibility, you see opportunity. You are remarkable." Elena felt a warmth spread through her chest. "We're just doing what anyone would do," she replied, but she knew it wasn't entirely true. Humanity's drive to push boundaries, to face the unknown with courage and creativity, was something special. As they put the finishing touches on their defenses, long-range sensors picked up the first signs of the approaching Void-Hive fleet. The station buzzed with nervous energy as final preparations were made. Elena stood at the command center, surrounded by her team and their alien ally. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of not just the station, but potentially the entire galaxy on her shoulders. "All right, everyone," she said, her voice steady despite the fear churning in her gut. "This is what we've been preparing for. We're about to show the Void-Hive that humanity isn't just going to roll over and die. We're going to fight, and we're going to win." She turned to Zark-Su, a small smile on her face, ready to make history. The alien's thoughts touched her mind, filled with a mixture of determination and something that felt remarkably like hope. "With you," it communicated, "I believe anything is possible." As the first wave of Void-Hive ships appeared on their screens, Elena felt a surge of pride and determination. This was humanity's moment to prove itself on the galactic stage. Whatever happened next, she knew that they would face it with all the ingenuity, courage, and sheer stubborn will that had taken their species from cave-dwelling primitives to the stars. The battle for survival was about to begin, and humanity was ready to show the universe what they were truly capable of. The cosmic crucible. The void of space erupted into a kaleidoscope of destruction as the first wave of the Void-Hive fleet engaged Outpost Sigma 9's defenses. Elena's eyes darted across holographic displays, her fingers dancing over controls as she coordinated their counterattack. "Quantum shields holding at 87%, shouted Lieutenant Ravi Kapoor, his voice steady despite the chaos. "Singularity cannons charging for another volley." Elena nodded, her mind racing. "Good. Zark-Su, how's the Nexus Core holding up?" The alien's thoughts touched her mind, a complex tapestry of calculations and strategies. "The core is adapting rapidly," Zark-Su communicated. "But the Void-Hive's assault is unprecedented." As if to emphasize the point, a massive Void-Hive dreadnought materialized from a tear in space-time, its biomechanical form writhing with eldritch energy. Tendrils of dark matter lashed out, attempting to ensnare the station. "Oh no, you don't," Elena muttered, activating phase shift protocols. The entire station shimmered, momentarily existing in a state of quantum superposition. The Void-Hive's attack passed harmlessly through them, causing ripples in the fabric of reality itself. Commander Chen's voice crackled over the comms. "Reeves, we can't keep this up forever. We need a game changer, and we need it now." Elena's mind raced, processing countless scenarios in seconds. Then, like a supernova, an idea burst into existence. "Zark-Su," she called out, "remember that theory we discussed about multi-dimensional energy matrices?" The alien's eyes widened, a rainbow of colors swirling in their depths. It is untested, highly volatile. And exactly what we need, Elena finished. She turned to her team, her voice ringing with authority. Listen up. We're going to reconfigure the Nexus core to generate a hyperdimensional lattice. If this works, we'll create a pocket universe that will trap the Void Hive fleet. The next few minutes were a blur of frantic activity. Elena and Zark-Su worked in perfect synchronicity. Their minds melded through alien technology as they pushed the boundaries of physics to their breaking point. Warning klaxons blared as the station's systems were pushed beyond their limits. The air crackled with ozone and possibilities as reality itself began to warp around them. Energy levels are off the charts. Dr. Santos yelled over the din. If this doesn't work, we'll tear a hole in the universe. Elena gritted her teeth, her hands steady as she made the final adjustments. Then let's make sure it works. Zark-Su, now. A pulse of pure, unfiltered cosmic energy erupted from the station, engulfing the Void Hive fleet in a web of hyperdimensional forces. Space-time folded in on itself, twisting and contorting in ways that defied comprehension. For a moment, all was silent. Then, with a sound like the birth of a galaxy, a shimmering bubble of altered reality expanded outward, swallowing the Void Hive ship's whole. Elena held her breath, watching as the pocket universe stabilized, trapping their enemies in a prison of warped dimensions. Did it work? Zark-Su's thoughts were tinged with awe. Incredible. You've done what my people thought impossible. The Void Hive is contained, for now. A cheer went up throughout the station, but Elena knew their work was far from over. The pocket universe was a temporary solution, and the strain on their systems was immense. As the adrenaline of battle faded, Elena became aware of a strange sensation. Her vision blurred, and she felt as if her consciousness was expanding beyond the confines of her body. Elena, Zark-Su's concerned thoughts touched her mind. Your neural patterns are changing. Before she could respond, Elena's world exploded into a cascade of cosmic awareness. She saw the universe in all its multidimensional glory, perceived the quantum foam of reality, and glimpsed truths that no human mind was meant to comprehend. When she came to, she found herself in the medical bay, surrounded by worried faces. Dr. Santos was running a scanner over her, frowning at the results. What happened? Elena managed to croak out. You've been unconscious for 3 days, Commander Chen replied, his voice grave. And you're different. Elena sat up, marveling at how the world seemed both familiar and utterly alien. She could see energy fields, perceive quantum probabilities, and sense the thoughts of those around her without even trying. The hyperdimensional lattice, Zark-Su explained, its thoughts gentle in her mind. It has altered you on a fundamental level. You have become something more. As the implications sank in, Elena realized that she now stood at a crossroads not just for herself, but for all of humanity. The knowledge and power at her fingertips could revolutionize their understanding of the universe, or destroy them if mishandled. We've won the battle, Elena said slowly, but the war is far from over. The Void Hive is contained, but they're not defeated, and now we have to figure out what this means for all of us. She looked around at her team, at the human and alien faces that had become family through their trials. We've proven that humanity can stand against the greatest threats the universe can throw at us. But our greatest challenge lies ahead, learning to wield this new power responsibly. As Elena spoke, she could sense the ripples of their actions spreading across the cosmos. Other alien races had taken notice of the small human outpost that had done the impossible. Some were curious, others fearful, and a few saw an opportunity. The stage was set for humanity's emergence onto the galactic stage, with Elena and her transformed consciousness at the forefront. The universe held its breath, waiting to see what this young species, with its boundless creativity and newfound cosmic awareness, would do next. So, Elena said, a smile playing at the corners of her mouth, who's ready to rewrite the laws of physics and forge a new destiny for our species. As her team exchanged excited glances, Elena knew that this was just the beginning. Humanity had faced its trial by fire and emerged stronger than ever. The cosmos awaited, full of wonders to explore and challenges to overcome. And they would face it all together, human and alien alike, united by the bonds forged in the crucible of an impossible victory. Quantum leap of faith. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing a three-dimensional map of the Milky Way. Countless stars twinkled, interconnected by a web of quantum entanglement that only Elena could perceive with her newfound cosmic awareness. "The Galactic Council has agreed to meet," Commander Chen announced, his voice tinged with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. "They're curious about our victory over the Void Hive." Elena nodded, her mind simultaneously processing the immediate conversation and the intricate dance of subatomic particles that made up reality. "They should be. We've changed the game entirely." Zarksu's thoughts brushed against her consciousness, a comforting presence in the vastness of her expanded perception. "The Council fears what they do not understand. Your transformation, Elena, represents an evolutionary leap that many species have sought for millennia." "Well," Elena said with a wry smile, "let's hope they're in the mood for a crash course in human ingenuity." As the crew of Outpost Sigma-9 prepared for their journey to the Galactic Council's headquarters, Elena grappled with her new abilities. She could perceive the quantum probability fields surrounding every decision, see the ripple effects of actions across space and time. Dr. Santos approached her, concern etched on her face. "Elena, I've been monitoring your vitals. The changes to your neural structure are, well, they're beyond anything we've ever seen. Are you sure you're up for this?" Elena turned to her friend, her eyes swirling with cosmic energy. "Amelia, I'm experiencing the birth and death of stars, the collision of galaxies, and the very fabric of spacetime itself. And yet, somehow, I've never felt more human." As their ship, newly christened the Quantum Voyager, prepared for its maiden flight, Elena stood at the helm. With a thought, she interfaced with the vessel's systems, feeling its advanced technology as an extension of herself. "All right, crew," she announced, her voice resonating with newfound authority. "We're about to make history. Again, let's show the galaxy what humanity is truly capable of." The Quantum Voyager shimmered, its hull rippling with energy as Elena activated the experimental hyperdrive. In a burst of light that momentarily outshone the nearby star, they vanished from known space. Their journey through the quantum foam of reality was unlike anything ever experienced. They rode waves of probability, surfed the edges of parallel universes, and skimmed the event horizons of temporal anomalies. When they emerged, the breathtaking spires of the Galactic Council headquarters loomed before them. The massive structure, built from materials unknown to human science, orbited a binary star system at the heart of the galaxy. As they docked, Elena sensed the thoughts and emotions of countless alien species. Fear, curiosity, and an undercurrent of hostility washed over her. "Remember," Commander Chen said as they prepared to disembark, "we're not just representing Outpost Sigma-9 or even Earth. We're here on behalf of all humanity." The council chamber was a marvel of alien architecture, with swirling energy fields and gravity-defying structures that boggled the mind. Representatives from 1,000 worlds turned to stare as the human delegation entered. The Grand Arbiter, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline matrix, spoke first. Its thoughts reverberated through the chamber, translated by advanced technology. "Humans of Earth," it intoned, "you stand before us as an enigma. In a single act, you have shifted the balance of power in our galaxy. Explain yourselves." Elena stepped forward, her presence causing ripples in the quantum field surrounding them. Several council members gasped, sensing the cosmic awareness that radiated from her. "Esteemed members of the Galactic Council," Elena began, her voice calm, but filled with an otherworldly resonance. "We come before you not as conquerors or disruptors, but as explorers and innovators. The threat of the void hive forced us to push beyond the boundaries of known science, to merge human creativity with alien wisdom. She gestured, and a holographic representation of the Nexus core appeared before them. This is the fruit of our collaboration, a testament to what can be achieved when different species work together in the face of existential threat. Murmurs rippled through the assembly. A reptilian being, its scales shimmering with bioluminescence, spoke up. "And what of your transformation? You wield power that could upset the cosmic balance." Elena smiled, sensing the fear and curiosity behind the question. "My transformation is a symbol of humanity's potential, not just for power, but for understanding. We stand at a crossroads, capable of reshaping reality itself. But we choose to use this gift not for dominion, but for discovery." With a thought, Elena expanded her cosmic awareness, allowing the council members to briefly experience the universe as she did. Gasps of wonder and awe filled the chamber as beings of all forms glimpsed the intricate tapestry of reality. When the vision faded, the mood in the chamber had shifted. The Grand Arbiter's energy field pulsed with what Elena sensed was approval. "You have given us much to consider, humans," it said. "Your species is young, but you have shown wisdom beyond your years. We offer you a place among us, to share your unique perspective, and to learn from the collective knowledge of the galaxy." A cheer went up from the human delegation, but Elena held up a hand. "We are honored by your offer," she said, "but we have a counter-proposal." The chamber fell silent, all eyes and sensory organs focused on her. "The void hive may be contained, but they are not defeated, and they are not the only threat our galaxy faces. We propose a new initiative, a collaborative effort to explore the frontiers of science and consciousness. Together, we can unlock the secrets of the universe and ensure a future for all sentient life." Elena's words hung in the air, charged with possibility. She could sense the quantum probabilities shifting, timelines branching and merging as the council considered her proposal. Finally, the Grand Arbiter spoke. "Your vision is bold, Elena Rees of Earth. It will not be an easy path, but it is one worth taking. The Galactic Council agrees to your proposal." As agreements were drawn up and plans were made, Elena felt the weight of the moment. Humanity had not just survived its trial by fire, it had emerged as a beacon of hope and innovation for the entire galaxy. Commander Chen approached her, a look of pride on his face. "You've done it, Elena. You've secured humanity's place among the stars." Elena smiled, her gaze distant as she perceived the countless possibilities unfolding before them. "No, Commander, we've done it. All of us, and this is just the beginning." As the Quantum Voyager prepared for its journey back to Earth, carrying news of their cosmic triumph, Elena knew that the greatest adventures still lay ahead. Humanity, with its boundless creativity and newfound cosmic awareness, was poised to rewrite the very laws of the universe. The stars beckoned, full of mysteries to unravel and wonders to explore, and humanity, hand in hand with their new alien allies, was ready to answer the call. Cosmic Renaissance. The return journey to Earth was a voyage of both distance and destiny. As the Quantum Voyager sliced through the fabric of space-time, Elena stood at the helm, her consciousness expanded to encompass the vastness of the cosmos. She could feel the pulse of distant stars, the whisper of dark matter, and the subtle vibrations of gravitational waves rippling across the universe. "We're approaching the solar system," Lieutenant Kapoor announced, his voice tinged with excitement and apprehension. "Elena, are you ready to make history again?" Elena smiled, her eyes swirling with the colors of nebulae and the fire of newborn stars. "Ravi, we've been making history since the moment we decided to help Zark Su. This is just the next chapter." As they dropped out of hyperdrive, the familiar blue marble of Earth came into view. But to Elena's enhanced senses, it was a symphony of life and energy, a beacon of potential in the cosmic sea. "Incoming transmission from Earth Command," Commander Chen reported, his usually stoic demeanor betraying a hint of nervousness. They're requesting verification of our identities and mission status. Elena chuckled. I suppose showing up in an advanced alien ship might raise a few eyebrows. Let's give them a show they'll never forget. With a thought, Elena interfaced with the Quantum Voyager's systems. The ship's hull shimmered, transforming into a dazzling display of light and color visible from the planet's surface. Across the globe, millions looked up in awe as the sky itself seemed to come alive with cosmic artistry. Earth Command, this is Elena Rees of Outpost Sigma 9, she transmitted, her voice resonating with otherworldly harmonics. We come bearing gifts of knowledge and a promise of a new era for humanity. The response was immediate and overwhelming. Channels flooded with messages from world leaders, scientists, and ordinary citizens alike, all clamoring for answers and explanations. As the Quantum Voyager descended through the atmosphere, escorted by a fleet of awestruck fighter jets, Elena turned to her crew. Remember, what we've experienced, what we've become, it's not just for us, it's for all of humanity. We're about to change everything. The ship touched down in a specially prepared area outside the United Nations headquarters in New York. As the ramp lowered, Elena took a deep breath, feeling the weight of countless eyes upon her. She stepped out into the sunlight, her form shimmering with barely contained cosmic energy. The assembled crowd gasped, cameras flashed, and the world held its collective breath. People of Earth, Elena began, her voice carried across the globe by every available medium. We stand at the dawn of a new age. An age of unlimited potential, of cosmic understanding, and of our rightful place among the stars. Over the next few hours, Elena and her crew shared their incredible journey. They spoke of the battle against the Void Hive, of the Galactic Council, and of the transformative power that now coursed through Elena's veins. Scientists listened in rapt attention as Elena and Zark Su explained concepts that revolutionized their understanding of physics. World leaders debated the implications of humanity's new role in galactic politics, and ordinary people around the world felt a surge of hope and wonder at the possibilities that lay before them. But it was Elena's next announcement that truly captured the world's imagination. The knowledge and power we've gained don't belong to any one nation or individual, she declared. They belong to all of humanity. And so, I propose the creation of the Cosmic Renaissance Initiative. The holographic displays around her came to life, showcasing plans for a global network of research centers, educational programs, and technological advancements that would propel humanity into a new golden age. Imagine, Elena continued, her eyes alight with passion, cities powered by zero-point energy, diseases cured through quantum healing, environmental damage reversed with advanced terraforming techniques, and that's just the beginning. The response was electric. Across the globe, people cheered, cried, and embraced as they realized the dawn of a new era had truly arrived. In the days and weeks that followed, the world transformed at a dizzying pace. Nations set aside old rivalries to collaborate on cosmic-scale projects. The brightest minds on the planet flocked to the Cosmic Renaissance Centers, eager to unlock the secrets of the universe. Elena, now revered as a cosmic prophet and scientific visionary, worked tirelessly to guide humanity's ascension. With her expanded consciousness, she could foresee potential pitfalls and steer civilization towards its brightest possible future. But even as humanity reached for the stars, new challenges emerged. Other alien races, both curious and cautious, began to make contact. The contained Void Hive still posed a threat, requiring constant vigilance, and the true nature of Elena's transformation remained a mystery, with unforeseen consequences always looming on the horizon. One evening, as Elena stood atop the newly constructed Cosmic Spire in New York, gazing at the star-filled sky, Zark Su approached her. "You've done more than save my people, Elena," the alien communicated, its thoughts tinged with warmth and admiration. "You've ignited a cosmic renaissance that will reshape the galaxy." Elena smiled, her consciousness expanding to touch the farthest reaches of the universe. "We've only just begun, my friend. The greatest adventures, the most profound discoveries, they still lie ahead. As if in response to her words, a brilliant streak of light shot across the sky, a new ship, built with the combined knowledge of human ingenuity and alien wisdom, embarking on its maiden voyage to the stars. Elena's eyes sparkled with the light of distant galaxies as she watched humanity's future unfold before her. The cosmic renaissance was more than just a scientific revolution or a political movement. It was the fulfillment of humanity's oldest dreams and the promise of endless new frontiers. With the universe as their canvas and cosmic forces at their command, humanity was ready to write the next chapter in their eternal story, a tale of exploration, discovery, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge that would echo across the cosmos for eons to come. As the first rays of dawn broke over the horizon, Elena felt a surge of excitement and purpose. The cosmic renaissance was just beginning, and with it, humanity's greatest adventure was about to unfold.